What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJKillzown Jones, man. This is Tales of a Simp podcast, episode 1. Now I had it called Tales from a Simp, but you know what I'm saying? What up, Lawson? But hold up, wait a minute, gotta add my
What?
boy YungLinkJr in the building. What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Proud to be on. I guess my cam up. What's going
There
on?
you go. What's up, man? Look, I was trying to call. I was calling you because I said, "Dang, if they blocked him, I didn't know he can get in the stream, yo."
No,
uh,
yeah. Oh, jokes on you. Hey, May 3rd, I'll be free. May 3rd,
out on bail, out of jail. He didn't cool we can't sing, and I forgot. That's why I freaked it at the end. But what's up, man? Look, uh, me and Link wanted to do a podcast for a long, long time, and then Link was like, "What the hell we gonna talk about, Killzone? I don't know, cause you already got beats and bits. Let's do something original." And
yeah.
I was like, "Man, let me think on it." So I started the Tales from a Simp series,
Okay.
but then I said, I had to change the from to of because I ain't want Tales from the Crypt to be, knocking on the door. So then I had to take it off of Twitch because Twitch banned the word simp. So if we had a went live, my Twitch account would have been DOA.
Yep.
So we on Facebook, we on Facebook and we on YouTube, man. And what up, Lawson? Um,
We got people in the chat. Okay.
yeah, man. So simping has been like a big topic amongst the internet. Like you got what up, Tony Mayberry in the building. What's up? It's been a big topic, and a lot of people been wanting me to talk about the simping. We didn't heard about the game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't heard about the about the pimping and the tricking and all that, but simping is something that a lot of guys do. We've done it. We've all done it at some point of our lives. We have simped at least once.
Yeah.
I am the king. Well, no, it's between me and O'Shea on Mount.
He ain't goes. No.
We on Mount Simp and Trickmore.
Yeah.
Like it's me and O'Shea and a couple other people. I
Yeah.
don't know who the other two people on the face of it, but
It's more like a thing. I was just like, man, I mean, like I said, growing up in growing up and going to high school. I mean, I look back. I guess little relationships, but sometimes I used to try so hard, just impress this female and stuff. And some of them gave him attention, and some of them didn't. And I used to, how we is growing up, we used to think like, dang man, like other guys in the school getting all the women and stuff. Like, listen, so you kind of overlook like your priorities and stuff like that. That's not giving you any attention. Like, but I mean,
for real.
it's all a phase though, man. At the end of the day, man. But I mean,
I mean,
money.
hey.
All that stuff. You know how it is, Killzone. You're like, dang, man, if I can just save a portion of that.
Yeah, man. Like I'm gonna just say, man, I have simped less and less and less and less in my relationships
Good stuff.
over the years. And last year, y'all know I ain't gonna speak on that, but I've had to endure a lot of different things due to the simping.
Mm-hmm.
And this podcast is for y'all to talk about, y'all to come talk to us. We'll put the link out if y'all want to join. But we're gonna talk about some of our simp stories, man. So
I look like Charlie. Okay.
man, yeah. So I started out simping young because growing up in North St. Louis, my mama didn't let me outside the house. She ain't won't let nobody in the house. You don't have no males teaching you how to the
Yep.
game. So
Yep.
you were taught to be a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
But when that don't work, your desperation kicks in, and
Yep.
that kicks the simping, the simp cells in your brain to kick in
Mm.
and override and infiltrate all reasoning and logic.
True.
So you know what I'm saying? Like when you get I started out young, man. Like I was in sixth grade, and
Uh,
I remember actually no, fourth grade.
fourth grade.
I promised this girl that I was gonna take her out to the NSYNC concert. And I used to pass her notes. I used to call her, you know what I'm saying? And when I didn't take her out to the NSYNC concert, she lied on me and said I was stalking her and tried to kick my ass. And you know what I'm saying? I would try to buy a little candy and send dudes over there with the extra milk, you know what I'm saying, for my little allowance of my little like my little
It's
like lunch money or whatever. I'm shaving off the lunch money. I'm like, yo, keep the juice. Just give it to her.
oh,
Tell her it's for me. And and then it took her mama seeing me getting, slapped and all of that. And I'm like, yo, you mad because what up, FC? You mad because I didn't take you to this concert, but it ain't my fault. We 10. We ain't got no money.
yeah,
How am I unless my mama get these tickets, how's we gonna go?
yeah.
So, after that, man, I had like I was simping, man, all throughout middle school, high school. High school, I was simping so hard, man. Like I was fabricating relationships in my mind before I got to know the chicks.
Already got to know. Yeah.
I was falling in love with chicks before I got to know them, man. Like I was simping so hard, man. At one point, I was like maybe 21, 22, man, and I was simping on this ugly girl, man.
So you were so desperate that you had to go so low.
Bro, so I had to scrape the bottom, man. What
Yeah.
up, Raymond? I had to scrape the bottom of the barrel, dog. Like I
Oh
was so
God.
like,
Go ahead.
and this was before I think I met my girlfriend, so I had to be like 20, almost 21, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm talking about this girl was so damn ugly, dog.
No, like was it
Like,
like she was like ugly like
dog, she was straight ugly. And then what was the crazy part was she popped the next time she popped up, I was with my girlfriend
yeah.
and she had a kid, bro. But just and see, this is what I made this show for because there's a lot of dudes out here around the world, man, that's simping to get coochie, man. You simping so hard that you can't get the coochie.
Well,
So
I was
you
going.
simping for a relationship. You
What?
simping for attention. You simping for the just to be in this girl presence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just here to tell y'all, man, it's so many women out here, man, and y'all really don't have that much time. What up, Lily? Y'all really don't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all really don't have the time to be worrying about this is what eats me up sometimes, man. It's like when I think about all the time that I could have been spending on myself
Of
and
course.
all the time that all the money I could have been spending on myself just to have them little memories. Like if I could, if I could go back, get the memories and all that time and all that stuff up, bro, just to get the money back, the infrastructure, the time, like all
Well,
of that, bro. And we got to keep going to the future. You got to keep going forward. But this show, man, I want y'all to talk about the problems. The guys that's in the comments and the people that's gonna be watching, man or woman, because women simp too. You
yeah, they
know.
well, Killzown, I was gonna say too, it's like, yeah, this is important because I mean I don't have too many stories, but I know of some people, of course I'm not gonna say any names, but it's just, I've been in situations like this. Like me, I used to have that mindset too. We kinda I used to a little bit shelter and stuff like that. We didn't really get taught how the game and how it works. So we just go by what we know. What is like, I guess, instinct. So okay, yeah, open the door for a woman, doing this stuff. And at the end of the day, yeah, you just want the Gucci and stuff like that, but we thinking like to get there, let's be, let's act like this is my woman at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then we get frustrated. We try to go out, and spend most of our money on the date and stuff. And this is why Steve the Dean was saying, like, remember we was always following him when he had the O'Shea Jackson show. Hey man, don't take him out like on dinner dates and stuff like that. He was like, just do something like to the point, like be spontaneous, like go to a party, be simple. I feel like we was overthinking so much just to reach a goal. But
Yeah.
oh, and you know that's what I'm saying. That's come from like misinformation. But what the time is that if any brothers, sisters, especially brothers, are watching this, you know, it's that you can make up for it. The good thing is you identify what was your issue, you know, what was going on, like what, okay, what the time that you're wasting. It's nothing wrong to, you know, be attracted to the opposite sex. That's what we're wired to, you know, someone that you like. But at the same time, if you're not getting any results, or it's the point that then this person's not showing any signs, then you move forward. You know, it's always that, you know, I know it's cliche, but there's many fish in the sea, but that's true. At
It is.
I learned is that I don't know if you follow the Roommates podcast. I was listening to him for a little bit. This probably gonna tie into a little thing. So based on this conversation, when they was talking to the OnlyFans women and stuff like that, I felt like that was decent. But for the most part, is that, you know, self development, just work on yourself. Like you're not a woman is really not obligated anyway to be in a relationship with you, no matter
Yeah.
how. And so we got to think about that too. And this is how you create that incel culture. People just started coming up with ways like, okay, well, hey, since I'm not getting any play, hey, this is we gonna come up together and we just gonna start complaining. And I don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I would want you to, if y'all feel like, and I'm not condoning it per se, but I
Yeah,
feel like it needs to be some type of culture
yeah.
of tricking, of legalized tricking out here,
It's
because and we talked about this off air, but I'm in the wave of the forefront of this because I'm a Christian man, but I believe that it's to the point where we have too much violence that's going on, and you can
uh,
look at these mass shootings, and then you got to think about dudes in the hood too. What do we aspire to like tower over each other for? Like if dudes did, if sex was easy and guys could focus on more on in this day and age, because we living in a different time than in the biblical times, the
yeah,
times our parents came up in. I feel like once you make that be like the easy, cool thing, it's like marijuana. Now that marijuana is legal, you don't see kids doing it as much. You see them trying
yeah,
to pop pills and
yeah.
they trying all different type of drugs. So I'm think my mindset is because it'll if we make a develop a center where there are brothers like Steve the Dean, brothers like O'Shea Duke Jackson,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and then you make you had your top flight escorts or whatever in the place, and then you come out on the other side learning how to be a man, learning how the game works, learning, Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying, having virtual seminars and stuff like that, and image consulting to get, I'm for real though, because
Yeah.
like a lot of guys out there ain't learned how to be a man. And instead of like, okay, we gonna mentor you and we gonna tell you, and you ain't paying attention to big brother, big sister, or big brother, little brother, like you're not really paying attention to that, uh, because your mind is in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Your member is hard, or ladies, y'all secreting, and you sitting up there, you ain't paying attention to nothing that this guy is talking to you or telling you about.
Right.
You just trying to smash. Everything is going in one ear out the other. So like I used to get advice a lot from my sister and my brother-in-law, right? And I would go and try it and it didn't work. And it's like, damn, I didn't try not to blow them up. Then you find out they like, oh, they like being blowed up. I tried, inviting them out and going somewhere. We get somewhere, they going off kicking it with somebody else. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? What up, Rose?
yeah.
What up, Lily? What
Kill,
up, Tony again? You know what I'm saying? Like everything they said was like simp 101. Like it was basic. And then my mama just came recently in this last year. She was like, look, I really didn't give a damn about you getting laid. I was trying to get you to get paid. So you could, you can go off and be fruitful and all that.
yeah.
If I had, but see, because if she had to let me get around like my uncles and my cousins, that was like they had girls coming to the crib, they was married, they had to call the police on them because they was stalking them because they messed with them back in the day and they found out where they lived, and
Yeah.
they did them so raw and so crazy to the point where they stalking the crib, and like we came over, and my uncle, rest in peace to my uncle Harold, man, he came over to the crib. He said, "Man, go up in the house real quick." Cause my mama had dropped me off and went around the corner to get some ice cream or something. So we standing outside. He looking over across the street, and the girl was finna jump out the car, so he had to run back into the house. And like, they was all, they was all gamed up, and it was like, you know, it was to the point where like they gave a lot of it up. You know what I'm saying? As they got married and stuff like that, but it was like women just they was just irresistible to women. You know what I'm saying? Then no matter how old they got, how fat they got,
Yeah.
how grandpa-ish they got, they was just irresistible. They were and see, I could never be over in their element. So it's like now my whole focus has changed. So that's why we here to give y'all some of this game as we in the digestible format. Of course, we're gonna be referencing Steve. Of course, we're gonna be referencing Obsidian, Alpha Male Strategies, all of these people. We
Ace.
might, yeah, Ace Metaphor. We might have even a playlist for y'all to go and watch just the greatest hits of stuff. And because
Yeah.
I want brothers, the next generation of brothers, I don't want y'all to make any of the mistakes that me and Link made. We want y'all to be lean, mean, getting money, being successful machines. That because at the end of the day, the time that you waste while you young, that you could be building yourself up, chasing after, the bras and the draws, you could be out here making money. You could be out here getting your education. You
Uh,
could be out here building your YouTube presence. You could be out here, going to the military. You could be out here doing so many different things. And a woman, at the end of the day, even if they, get ran through, or they get two or three babies or whatever, you'll have big bank always take little bank, because in the end of the day, they like, and no disrespect to the ladies in here, like the ladies, same thing. We don't want y'all to be up in here simping for a dude that ain't got no job. He's still living in his mama house. He's still working at McDonald's. He ain't got no ambition to leave McDonald's. We don't want y'all catching diseases and then giving it to the next brother. We don't want y'all having all these kids you can't take care of. We don't want y'all to do nothing. We want the next generation of sisters to be more mindful. And then, you know what I'm saying? It does come down to attraction. But I feel like I created this show for me and Link to kind of go back and forth, because I know I've been through it. I've been through hell. I've been through the
you.
trenches,
Yeah.
the darkness. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I was on a rest in peace, but I was on a DMX level of simping. Like it was that the simping had such a hold on me that it took a couple acts of God this year and last year to just get me to get focused on what I was doing. You
Them,
know what I'm
con-
saying? So
them conversations that we used to have back in the day. I remember you used to tell me like, man, I knocked down like 4 or 3 women. I'm like, dang. And you was like, man, like you up in the mirror. I was like, I can't believe it, bro. I was like, I would never forget, man. Back in 2013, this is when I really, was starting like realizing, like, damn, this is crazy. So in 2013, when I used to work at Disney World or whatever, I was taking this young lady out and stuff, single at the time, and we was going to the Disney parks and stuff. We was supposed to go to a club, and we actually scheduled this. I actually scheduled this a week in advance. I met her at the Super Bowl party. We were talking and stuff. I was like, okay, cool. She was like, hey, I was like, hey, I was talking to her. We had a good conversation, got a number. We went out to eat and all that stuff.
hold on, Link. Hold on, Link. Why wasn't you had the jug? Why did you just like you should have
So,
just been pulling down on chicks like, look, I know I work at Disney
look,
World.
look. So
Go ahead, go ahead.
so I always been to the nicer approach, right? So anyway, I was like, I was doing the things, like I said, paying for dinner. I ain't mind doing all that stuff. So I was like, hey, let's go to this club here. I forgot the name of it anyway, but I knew it was in somewhere in Florida, and we was there, man. And I was supposed to pick her up by bus, whatever. It's a bus that takes us to her apartment and stuff where we was at. About 10. So I'm looking like, okay, it's like 9:30ish. I'm like, I ain't getting no phone call, or nothing. I'm all like suited up, put my cologne.
Booted.
I'm telling my cousin. My cousin was there at the time too. I was telling my cousin, man, I got a date today. He was like, okay, brother, you have a good time, man. And he was doing something else. So anyway, I went, man. I'm all cool. And I get there, and I was like, I'm on my way to pick her up from the bus stop. And I was like, hey, you ready? I'm like, maybe she in the shower, so I ain't get no response. She texted
Damn.
last minute, bro. I will never forget. And this will kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. So she texted me at the last minute, and she said, yeah, I'm already there. I'm looking like you already there. I'm like, I like we just agreed that we was gonna go together. Like I'm like, okay, maybe you misunderstood me. I was like, okay, whatever. And then she was then Found out she was with somebody else.
Damn. Ooh, I didn't had that. Look,
I was
I didn't
like,
had that happen, bro. Like,
oh, I had my suit on. I'm looking. I had my head down. I went to the club anyway, and I started talking to other people. And I just went home, and my cousin was like, "How did it go?" I was like, "Shh, he
damn.
with somebody
Walk of shame, bro. Oh man, I didn't did it.
at the same place, bro." And so I was just like, that crushed me. And then I was looking like, dang, I'm looking here, man. This nigga don't got no game. This nigga just, I'm in my suit, like just mad, bro. And I was just like, you know,
Oh,
I
I
was,
wouldn't have went. I would have look, man. That's when you had to have like. That's why I had a video get you a decoy chick.
I
That's why
remember,
you gotta have at least one chick on call. I'm gonna hip y'all real quick. You gotta have at least one chick on call that's a friend that's just bad as hell for situations like this. That because she gonna go up in there, she gonna dance on you, she gonna twerk on you a little bit, she might give you a little kiss. Now she's just doing this to antagonize. She don't know what the situation is. You gotta find you one of these friends that's
right,
gonna go with you, that's gonna be looking real nice, that you know that it ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't all the even feeling you like that. Like I had a couple of them, but I'm chilling right now. Like I said, man,
yeah,
I done had a couple things that didn't happen. So I'm really, really focused and locked in on building up this brand and building up this channel.
yeah.
And you
You
know what
doing
I'm
it?
saying?
Almost there. Keep it up.
Yeah, man, look, we
Almost
on
run.
it down, man. We on the last 2 hours, bro.
Well, look,
Like
bro. I'm gonna say too, real quick,
we
like,
take this taking it all the way over the top right here.
bro, I've been like, and then also too, like with me, and too, and this, and like I said, I don't regret none of those experiences because at the time I needed to go through those things, and then too, yeah, I had a YouTube channel too. I mean, I didn't understand the algorithms like that back then, and plus too, I mean, I felt like the more I experience things in life, I feel like that can really help mature me and grow me to the point that I would continuously to be consistent. What I have going on. Yeah, if I
Mm,
would have had the mindset what I had now back then with my channel or would I be father? I don't know. Who knows? But those experiences, it's like, it's unique in a way. As long as it didn't kill
mm,
you, but it's unique. I mean, it can be humiliating, but it's not the end of the world though. But just learn from it. And I feel like too, when you was getting back at this with this podcast, is that even though we're sharing our stories, and if young men go through this type of stuff, don't it's not the end of the world. Just pick up, move on, and you have an opportunity to grow. Like that's all that is. It's
mm.
not, so because I don't want like you said, young men having this defeated mindset. And I'll be seeing this all on YouTube. Like we're YouTube content creators. You see this
Oh
and
man,
I'm depressed. I hate this. And they make channels
man,
off of this. I'm like, bro.
I'm saying, but see, I didn't had basically the two worst things that could ever happen to you in these situations, and I was simp. I was simp pimping.
Yeah.
I had females that I could just, you know what I'm saying, but I had that one that I thought I was gonna go the distance with.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
had a child. An accident happened. Then I found out some more stuff was happening. But I'm glad that accident happened. I'm glad the other thing happened because it's keeping me focused. It's not. I'm not as like I'm not as like gun ho on jumping down on feedback because I was getting to that point, bro, to where it was just about to be on and cracking. Like I was about to be like I had girls that wanted to cheat with me, girls that was that was married. Like it was happening, but I seen that my soul was like a part of my soul was like dying. Like I was just like after that last situation and like I was just like ready to just like yo, I don't even care no more.
Yeah.
And then the other stuff happened and then it kind of slowed me down, but it was just like I feel like I said, man, just being a full blown sex addict,
Yeah.
simping out of control, and now here it is. Okay, I'm smashing these chicks, but it wasn't nothing really like you know, it wasn't really paying off. Like, and
Yeah.
then the relationships I was investing in, it wasn't really paying off. But like you said, man, life goes on,
Yeah.
and no matter what happens to you, if you still got breath in your lungs, unless you get, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, even with like a baby or even with diseases now, it's medications and stuff like that, and you just got to move forward. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But focus more on yourself and your own happiness and focus on your family, focus on building yourself up because this is like I said, if you build the earlier you build yourself up, you keep yourself together physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. There are gonna be chicks just gonna be coming up, and you're gonna be able to be like, okay, so you got some kids.
Yeah, you have them
Oh
standards.
no, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a guy. We want guys to have standards.
Yep.
You don't want to be me trying to kiss on an ugly chick at 20, standing on the bus stop in the rain, and she fat, ugly, and stinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I give a lot of women a chance though. You know what I'm saying? It's something about it's something about me that's why that was when I was just extra freaky, extra ready to go. Like I was giving, all different type of chicks chances, big, small, short, tall, ugly, pretty, all of that. So you just gotta get you know what I'm saying? And it was just me because I was like this, no chick left behind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how I like as long as I can look at you,
Yeah.
and it was just so and then it was just something about her. I don't know what it was. It was just something about her, man. It was just I couldn't get it was cracking me up. But that's how deep the simping hole goes. Like it was just like a vortex of just lust and anger and frustration and all built up and then love in the mix of there. Cause I used to be the dude, man. I'd just be sitting there listening to love songs, just riding around for no damn reason, just all just
Kristen Gal,
going, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm in
bro.
the car. I'm in the car. Where does she go? Many round me, boy, I'm talking about
Oh,
riding up,
don't
pulling up on them.
get then late at night, listen to O'Shea and Steve the Dean and donating, asking
Man,
questions. Like
dog, I'm trying to tell you,
yeah, bro.
cause
Like
I see, I gotta give it up to the chicks. Uh, I see chicks shut their whole program down and get themselves together.
oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like women know how to be like, you know what, I'm cool on that. And just, I literally watched this chick that was literally like, she was not fat at all. I'm talking about now she looked like a straight supermodel,
Yeah, yeah.
like a hood suit. And women could be single for years. They could cut that off. But with guys, it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just our anatomy because it's
Yeah.
outward and it's not like they could just shut it off. It's
Yeah.
easy for them to shut it off. You know what I'm saying? You got some nymphomaniacs out there, but and oh, we talking real on this podcast, by the way. So viewer discretion as advised. Uh,
Man, I got you, bro. Those certain words not to use because you on your way to be monetized. I got you, bro.
No, they you can go once you get about 10, 15 minutes in, it's just certain words you can't say like
F.
you can't turn your TV off, you can't be talking too wild or crazy, but they done changed it up now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no stop. Okay, we can't sing, we get 2 seconds.
Drink yourself.
Like ain't no stop. They can't stop us now, baby. Meek Mill couldn't stop me. Them haters couldn't stop me.
Bro,
Them
it's just such
local rappers couldn't stop
a
me. They couldn't stop you neither. Free the real.
bro, but like getting back into the YouTube thing, I was just like, bro, like, being me just putting so much energy and effort into this and like I said, understanding about, the algorithms and all this stuff, man, and just promoting your social media and stuff like you're doing, bro, like that
Man,
really helps your subscriber count, man. And it's like
man.
that's why, bro. Like, cause I was looking like, all right, bro. I'm at like 3,100 right now. So if I'm looking like, okay, so I see what works, and I'm checking my analytics. You know how that goes, and so you just get what the people
Hmm.
want. Just have passion in it, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
it's really a career, though. You know what I'm saying? I look at it. You know,
Hmm. And
that's
I really got away from.
yeah.
I'm gonna just say this real quick because we're gonna get back to the simping because that's what everybody here for. Uh, but I'm gonna say this real quick. I didn't got away from chasing the algorithm
Mm,
because I have videos that I do from the heart and I see them like take off.
yeah, yeah,
And it's like it's crazy because like just to see it take off, just to see it like grow naturally and the people checking in, like we got folks from the UK, we
mm-hmm.
getting Japan love, we getting folks from Brazil,
Yeah,
all over the place, man, like all over the country, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody that tunes in, man, and this that subscribes to us. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, because it's a blessing, man, to do this and come on here, man. And I appreciate all of y'all, man, because it's my mission. I changed my mission statement. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't about like all the views and stuff for me per se, because I or the money. Like I want it to grow, of course. You want something that you're working on to grow and make money and be self sufficient. But
Definitely.
it's so much bigger now. It's so much bigger now. Like I'm really invested in helping in these youngins, helping in helping the youngins,
Yeah.
helping the young adults. You know what I'm saying? The guys coming out of high school, like all of that, because I feel like there's nobody on our age bracket. Like the manosphere is for the 30, the late 30s, 40 and up crowd. Like these guys are over the like almost over the hill. So it's like there's nothing for the younger generation. And I feel like we feel we bridging the gap. We standing in the gap for the next generation and a lot of these guys, because they'll listen to an O'Shea or Steve and they be like, damn, they going hard. So it's a little bit too raw for them, to where I'm gonna still keep it 100. I'm gonna still keep it raw at times, but I'm gonna really break down and dissect the game for y'all so that y'all can understand it and start incorporating a little bit. Because if I could just get one brother to change his life
Yeah.
and to stop simping, to get focused, because I'm gonna just be real with you. If I and I don't like, I'm moving forward, but it's better for you right now to stack your money up before you graduate. Figure out what you want to do before you graduate, because then when you leave your house, you don't have to go back home. You could and let me ask you this question, Link, because I
Yeah.
know everybody gonna be they've been beating down your doors about this. Um, so I remember you called me right before you told me you had announced it on Facebook, then you called me right after you announced it on Facebook that you was getting married.
Yeah.
And obviously, you had some people on the Facebook post and in your personal that was kind of criticizing you
Hmm.
about your wife. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I want you to kind of go into it, because how did you know that your wife was the one? You know what I'm saying? And then like explain how like you met, explain, because I want you to break it down, because I don't want to, I
Yeah.
want you to present it and set the table, and then I'm gonna ask you some more questions.
Yeah. No problem, man. So how I knew she was the one. So going back, we actually we met back in 2013, right?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you knew her for a while. Okay.
we were just hanging. Yeah. So, um, so and back in Michigan, we used to work at Delta Airlines. We used to work at this airport and everything. And I was a cabin cleaner, so I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. We just cleaned the
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So it was pretty much like janitorial. It was a decent job. And this is when I was living. I was actually transitioning, moving with my grandmother in Detroit. So anyway, I had a shift from 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And we were
Mm-hmm.
working there and everything. And I know her for a couple weeks. We actually went to orientation together. I will never forget that, man. That was crazy. And that was like 2 or 3 hours long. So we finished that. And just 2 weeks of me working there at that particular time. Before I was about to clock out, we were standing around and stuff. She just asked, we was talking, and she was just like, hey, I was making her laugh. We was talking. I forgot what I was saying, but she was asked for my number. And at the time, I was like, yeah, sure, to be friends. And ever since then, we just started talking and texting each other. And it was kind of hard because I didn't have a vehicle at the time to see her, and she lived in Michigan, and I was like
Mm-hmm.
city. So the transition for me to get there was like 40 minutes long. I didn't have a vehicle, and my grandmother was gonna take me out. So what we did, right? So we just started texting and talking every now and then and everything. And fast
Mm-hmm.
forward back in 2019, 2020, I want to say we started, dating and everything. And when after I came back from basic training, little things like that, and she lived in Florida with her parents, and I was stationed in Georgia. So I was like, okay, so the commute from where I was stationed at is like 4 hours away from where she's at, and I had a vehicle at the time. I was like, okay, I can do it. And then we started talking and stuff, and we started dating. And then when I noticed that she was the one, it was in my heart. It's because it's like when I got to know her, like her background, she was more like me in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like had this innocence about her, and I was telling her about my life story, the things that I went through, and she was just so open minded to that, you know. And I actually enjoyed that, and then we just had a great conversations. And I was just like, you know what, like I can see her, like, you know, we can go the distance. Like I can see making a family with her, going places with her, and it was just like I don't know, it's just like a spark that just happened. You know, it was just me seeing her, and just very supportive of everything, man. And when I met her parents and stuff like that, and I realized I was like, okay, so I know what I want. She knows what she's want, and I was like, let's go ahead and just go forward. And ever since then, we started dating. I've been traveling back and forth. I'll never forget. On the weekends when I was off from work, I used to travel back and forth to see her for make that 4 hour commute, help her move. I used to help her on a lot of things, accomplish things, and it was just a lot of stuff. And I feel like we was a team, and also too she's
Mm-hmm.
Christian and everything like that too. And it's like I just felt like this guy told me like this is maybe the one, you know, and yeah, it just went on ever since. You know, um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's like pretty much our story. Um,
Now, let me ask you this question.
yeah,
You know, um, because you are in an interracial relationship,
yeah,
and I told you how I'm gonna just tell you what I told her, told you, tell everybody what I told you. I said, man, if that's for you, that's for you. You know what
right.
I'm saying? I feel like too often people knock that because when I was younger and I never told this story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I start telling them, but when I went to New Jersey, it was a lot of my aunt and uncle lived in a predominantly white area, and I had like a lot of female friends that happened to be white, that happened to be Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really get to deal with them too much because they didn't want us really mixing and mingling like that because we was in the neighborhood, we was riding bikes and playing ball and stuff like that. But they was naturally drawn to me because like it wasn't that many chocolate brothers in the neighborhood. I talked different, so I had a lot of like pseudo first sexual experience, like, and I say pseudo
it's like
because it was innocent. It was just like,
yeah,
well, they was kind of,
yeah.
I'm gonna be real, they was kind of ratchet.
Oh,
I can't
okay,
repeat some of the
Never-
stuff that they did,
yeah, okay,
but you know what I'm saying. But I was still like, nah, because I can't. First, I had saw the trial of OJ when I was young, and
yeah,
my peoples was very like. At first, they was kind of anti that, but they was like, find somebody that loves you. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I wanted to stick with the sisters, but I feel like we criticize black men too much. If it's for you, it's what's for you is what's for you. You
that's
know what
right.
I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I feel like when you told me what was going on, I want you to elaborate it because it's your story.
yeah,
Um, I saw it and I wanted to say something, but I said, nah, I'm gonna wait till I talk to him. And as soon as I said, no, I'm gonna wait till I talk to him, boy, you called this
um,
phone and I was sitting up there like you was like, man, Killzown, blah, blah, blah. And then
yeah,
you was kind of pissed off. And I was like, bro, I'm not tripping off of it. You know what I'm saying? Because who am I I'm not in your body. I'm not going to bed with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like who like I just always thought that was
oh
man,
yeah.
I wanted to say something. I ain't gonna say it, but
I get what you're saying. Like, why you to get my Kool Aid? So, but like, it's like I'm not even gonna say his name, bro, because I ain't gonna do that. You know who he is, but it's just like I mean, when you've been best friends with someone for a very long time, and they not happy for you, and they don't want to, come to or attend to your wedding and all that type of stuff. I'm like, because of this particular reason, come on, bro. And I'm looking like, that kind of hurt me a little bit because it's the principle. Like I broke bread with you in your house. I
hmm
told you my secrets, bro. Like we've been here together we've been friends for 7 years. I mean, we fought for each other, bro. Physically, mentally, like we did so much together, bro. like almost damn near went to jail together. Like we did, and then this pivotal moment in my life, even if you truly still believe in that, you could have been like, you know what, let me put that to the side, let me support my brother. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's something like that, or at least if
Yeah, I had to talk Link off a cliff,
if
boy. He was heated. He was what the fuck?
oh yeah,
Hey.
even if you can't,
I,
even I was like, even if you can't physically be there, at least show that you care. Like at least say how I'm proud of you. It only takes a few. And so my thing,
mm-hmm.
I heard that, you know, and like my parents, my family was, you know, real cool. They was happy. They would say I'm proud of you and stuff, and you know, and I'm proud of myself and everything. And I'm not one of those individuals that's get into these interracial relationships because oh I just don't like my own kind. No, I'm not like that. It's just so happened it worked out different race. And the thing is that I'm looking like whatever ideologies that you have, I'm like, bro, that's just on you. It's my life, it's my decision because I want
Mm-hmm.
that to you, you know, and that
No.
really kind of hurt me because you know this is one of my I don't really have that many friends like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to like, you know, sticking through thick and thin, best friends. I mean, yeah, I got people on YouTube, but like you and other people, but I'm just saying like
Mm-hmm.
that I can really like, hey, this is my brother here. So, and I'm looking like, man, you know, but it did kind of bother me a little bit. We had a conversation. I mean, we talk every now and then. He just texted me actually, but we talk every now and then. But it's not it's really not the same. And
Yeah.
even then, not even then, not even this is the fact that, but I remember when I first joined the military back in 2019. I told him I
Oh.
wait for basic training. That was the issue. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, like, and you know, we living in Michigan. I'm living. I'm like, hey, bro, because I'm about to go. I'm already signed the paperwork. I'm about to go for 8 weeks and probably be stationed somewhere. And he was like, you know, he got kind of, you know, disappointed. He was like, man, 'cause the fact that he was gonna miss me, and I'm looking like, you know, I'm like, bro, but I got to do
Like
my
you could have
yeah,
he could have signed up and went with you. Like it for real,
yeah.
it would have bettered his situation as it bettered your situation.
Well, and
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
bigger picture. And I was looking like, bro, as friends, bro, like we have to be with each other no matter what, bro. As continuing as a best friend. And I was looking like when it's accomplishments or when it's good things like this, you want to be there to support because at the end of the day, you supporting other people, but not your person that's been with you since day one. Like that blows me. And it's funny, like RDC World. They make comic videos, but they made this one particular video. It was funny, but it hit me a little bit when they were saying like how people support random like your friends support strangers rather than supporting you, and they had a
Hmm.
individual had a business and stuff like that. His best friend had a business, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I
Yeah.
support the $10, man. I was wondering if you could." He said, "$10? I don't get it, man. That's a little too much. I might get it. I don't know, but thank you though. Good luck to you. God bless you." And then they had an
Hmm.
individual who was selling the same stuff for $30, and he was like,
And they
$30? That's it? Yeah,
bet.
I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you. I'm proud of you, man. Here, $30. I'm gonna buy five of them, and that's and it was funny, but at the same time, that's true. And it's just like, you know, how did we get to this point? And I remember one individual. Of course, I'm not name dropping, but it's one individual I messed with on Facebook from down south, and he was just telling me. I told him the same story I'm telling you. And he was saying, "Look, man. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, it does suck, but he said I'm proud of you and everything. But this just goes to show you, man. You like friends come and go and everything, like you know, and kind of
Relationships
oh
come and go, friends come and go.
yeah,
Like
especially when
I
you
remember. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
But no,
ahead. Go ahead.
that's what my dad was telling me. You know, you gotta be prepared, especially even if you did get married to the same sex, you're still gonna. I mean, to the you know, same race. Sorry, same race. You're still gonna be. You still gonna. It's still gonna. Your friends. You know what I'm saying. You're still gonna kind of go through certain things. You're gonna wonder like, okay, who's your real people? Or because you're in a whole different playing field. You're in a different. You know, it's a spiritual thing. So I kind of understood what he was saying. So, but yeah,
Hmm.
you know, it doesn't bother me as much though. But you know, I kind of move on. It's just me. I'm just focused on my mission. Me and my wife, and we're doing things together. Like I'm chilling with her now. I got a week off from work. Took that in, and I did that purposely so I can be clear from it, and I can, you know, have a good time and just get some rest. And most importantly,
Hmm.
too, just to spend more time with her. And
Yeah.
you know, yeah, man, you know how it is. I balancing my time with YouTube and her, and not doing that because I gotta, you know, get more closer to her. And now so I'm getting more close to her and learning more things about her. Like we was on
Hmm.
yesterday. Like I was with her uncle and stuff, and her aunt, and he took us out. he took us out on a boat, man, and we was to this restaurant. It was nice, man, beautiful. First time me doing something like that, like doing new things, like learning more about the family. Like it's a beautiful thing,
Mm.
you know. But go ahead.
Have you had any pushback from the family? Like, is the family how the family, because that was one of the main things with me. Well, me, I'm not opposed to it either.
Hmm.
It was just that your girl could be cool,
Yeah, yeah,
like we saw with I'm gonna bring this in the Bachelor, right?
yeah.
The girl was cool, but her ideologies wasn't lined all the way up. Now I know you don't have that problem, but like the families be the biggest thing.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like what was the experience? You ain't gotta go into too much detail, but what was the experience with the family?
So like according to like my immediate family, of course, my mom, my dad was happy. Of course, they were there at the wedding. That really speaks out a lot. My sister, on the other hand, I was kind of like she's going through some issues, and like I said, she didn't, but she was happy for me. She didn't show. I think she was dealing with a lot of things, but my grandmother on my mom's side was very pleased. And the crazy part was when my parents were separated back in, I think I told you that back in 2014, and everything. I On my mom's side of the family, I wasn't getting along at all. I was calling them. It was a bad because I was living on my dad's side of the family during those 5.
Hmm.
And so, they felt some type of way about that. And our relationship was kind of really bitter, man, especially with my mom, because my mom thought I was taking sides, that whole 9 yards, right? So as we
Hmm.
got married, though, and I started having a relationship with my wife, Amanda, it's like we got so much closer. Like, I started
Hmm.
calling her. Like, I got off the phone with my mom not too long ago, a couple hours. I'm calling her just about every day. And my dad as well too. I was always close to him, but my mom especially, like I'm always calling her now and calling my grandma on my mom's side a lot now because the support they have for my marriage, and I was just like that really meant so much to me. So we started growing. So to answer your question, like yeah, I mean I didn't really see too much pushback, but on my dad's side, on my grandmother, I thought I was at first because she was kind of surprised, but then again she started accepting it and we started growing over time and our relationship started
Hmm.
growing a little bit better. But I would say it has been very positive for the most part
Okay.
in my
Now
family.
what about her family though? You
Yes,
know.
okay. Her family on the other end, they accepted me as me. They don't really see like as an issue. They just as far as like they just like listen like of course they educated me like okay well yeah you guys in a interracial relationship it's gonna be little things that you may be going through. You might deal with races. You might deal with people that's like opposed to that. And but he was like as long as you treat them right, you're a man. You're leading. You have a plan or goal and I'm gonna give you my blessing and I received that from my father and so they never really disrespected me. I remember I mean you can kind of what I'm saying kills on you. I have a spirit of discernment. You can kind of
Feel if it was some okay, because that was my thing. It's
yeah
like
you can
I
tell
don't want to get that phone call.
yeah
Yo, on man, I,
yeah,
I need you to come down. You need to get Breezy to come down too. Bring the power hat and the ski
but like
mask because it's going down.
so the ultimate test was when we had the wedding back in November, and her family came and like they talked to me, they conversated with me, they talked to me like a regular human being. They didn't say, "Oh, yeah," what I'm saying. I mean, even if they felt that way, I didn't think they did, but they really talked to me, and they talked to me like I was a human being, not a kid or anything. And then on top of that, too, we have so many wedding gifts too. So I'm looking like, if you really was opposed to it, you won't first show up to the wedding, and then second of all, you won't spend your money to give them things. That's just me personally.
Hmm.
So, and they gave
Hmm.
us a lot of stuff, man. I'm talking about home stuff. Like when I was moving to an apartment and stuff, and I was helping my wife move her stuff, got to move her car and all that stuff over. They gave us like microwave. I needed that. They gave me like a blender. They gave me tools I need. They gave me a lot of home vacuums, a lot of home health stuff that I need, appliances and stuff that you need for the home. And I really appreciate that money and all this stuff. And they said, "God bless you. I'm happy for you. You can come here anytime. Talk to me." Her friends was cool. So yeah, man. I mean, for the grace of God, it worked out. And
Hmm.
and I really respect them. Like I'm over their place right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like I mean and and it really helped growing me at the end of the day, man. I mean, I didn't really receive any uncomfortableness. Now at first though, when I first met her, I thought I was like, dang, because like I remember when we first dated, she was like, you gotta meet my dad and my mom. I was like, dang, we just
You was like, woo, 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 woo.
here, here.
That
And I was
boy, you that cut like a knife, boy,
I was
didn't it? You like,
so
damn.
scared. I was like, because I was like, who should I call? Because then give advice and stuff. And the thing is too, I was like, so I call my mentor and all that stuff. Because my thing is, I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, did you tell your parents that I'm black, right? Did you at least tell them that? Like, I don't want them to come and like, what? Like, she was like, yeah, I told her they're cool with it. And I was like, okay. And then I got there, and then it was like, okay. So we went to Chili's, our first date. I'll never forget. And then we ended up going to went to the movies to see the Parasite, and yeah, but yeah, man, Killzone, it was a blessing, man. And like when you and like I said, you will and it will happen to you, Killzone, because you're gonna be blessed. Because I see the work that you're doing, and I know God does too. You will be married one day, and you will see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's a marriage is a really a good thing.
Yeah,
With
man.
the
I
right
know.
person.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this too, man. It hurt my heart, bro, that I ain't had because I was thinking to myself, man, if I had focused on myself
Yeah,
in 2019, and that last relationship really grew me up a lot, and it was a point I had got injured. I thought I wasn't gonna have kids, and then I had something else that happened that I'm gonna talk to y'all and the rest of the team. Some of the team knows, but I ain't told everybody yet because I ain't want to put that stress on y'all.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Um, I had my punch for the CPAC, the first one. I did that for my grandmother.
Hmm.
You know, so I don't know. I pray that one day that I do get married and all of that.
Yeah,
But it really broke my heart, bro, because I was like, man, that money that I spent, in my relationship, it didn't go nowhere. It really broke my heart because I wish I had been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that I regret the relationship because I learned from it.
yeah,
If I didn't learn nothing from it, like, because I'm gonna just share this story. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you sharing your story. Like, I don't have a problem. I know a lot of people feel like, from my past videos and stuff that I have problems with single moms. I don't. The
yeah,
problem that I had and that I've always had is you got to let the next man, if you want the next man, ladies, to come in, and ladies, if y'all got children, you got to let the man come in and be a father. On the flip
yeah,
side of that coin, you need to be coming in being a provider. You know what I'm saying? Because more so than you coming in with no children involved. It's just you and
yeah,
her because
yeah,
now she's looking to you to be a provider. She's looking to you to be her rock because her foundations in men has been totally shattered. She may not have had the best of examples. The guy might have lied to her. He finesse game
Kills.
that we're gonna get into that.
I was about to say this real quick. I wish I could let my homeboy know, cause my friend he married a single mother, and we talk like every Sunday. We have Bible study a lot, and I'll be asking these questions and stuff. He'll say, yeah, the stuff you were saying, like you had to be ready, and it's like he's real happy. We used to work together and stuff, and I wish I could have him on here so he can tell you
Oh
how.
yeah, man, we could definitely do it in another episode. I know because you working, you got the wife and everything, and I got like my mom and my grandmother. So like we could do these pre-recorded, and I told Sarah Zaku the same thing. With Beats and Bits, like I'm not opposed to doing that. We did it. It's doing real well. We did it with what did we do it with? We did it with You Ain't Lying. We did it with You Ain't Lying.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? We did with You Ain't Lying podcast. Shout out to CMW Hayes. We're gonna play the trailer to his video Mashing. Is out everywhere. The single is out on all DSPs.
Uh,
So it's just like I it broke my heart that I couldn't be there because I'm like, damn, like I was sitting there watching like the videos and stuff like that because like, bro, you really you really made me realize and look around, what I'm saying, and really help me step my game up. Like, what I'm saying, you really keep me with that competitive edge, out here and like the conversations that we had, bro, like it was helping me at the same time, bro, because yeah, I was having it. I was dabbing it back in 2018,
Yeah.
but you know, I had me some simp pimp moments too. I had the chicks rolling in, but then also I wasn't feeling right. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of, like I said, I'm glad because the incident happened and the other stuff happened because I could have had cancer, testicular cancer. So but by the grace of God I didn't. And if I never had got checked, in that way that they had examined me and did all of the parabolic stuff and all of that, or the phlebotomic stuff or whatever, I wouldn't have found out the stuff that I found out. And so it was just like it was a blessing and a curse. But I felt bad because I couldn't be there for you, bro. Because our friendship really means a lot. Because at that time, you know, Sir Zaku was in his relationship, and that's one thing about you, and him too, to a certain extent. I kind of back up when folks is in relationships. I kind of back up because I don't want um I don't want to pry or be, like we talk. I try to keep it short because you know how we get to talking to get to rolling
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
just to respect the relationship. So it's kind of like me and Hayes is a little bit different. Like that's like he like my real life big brother. Um, and like we all tied in. Like I know his wife, and you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of a little bit
Oh,
different because she got her friends and stuff like that and
right.
family members, so they'll all kind of be on the phone at the same time, and then they get
Oh,
off the phone, and
see,
so it's like
it's
and y'all will get there where it gets open enough to where like
yeah,
I know get to know and meet, maybe one day meet you and the wife or whatever,
you
but we
will.
never met in real life, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a different, it's just a
Yeah,
different thing. But I felt like, bro, you made me step my game up so much.
yeah, man.
It really, I really, really appreciate you, bro. Like
Yeah,
100.
appreciate you too. I remember you helped me a lot when I was being discouraged with YouTube and in general. Like I remember it was you were saying like be consistent. I think it was like 2017 or so, but you were saying, yeah, man, you got to upload every day. Like I remember it's been days I haven't uploaded like in a week or 2 weeks, and you called me up and say, hey, Link, hey, that's when you was with Breezy alive doing a podcast and stuff, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm trying, but I'm not getting the views that I want. And you just saying, man, you got to be consistent. You just got to upload every day. And I remember I was like, all right, I got to do this. If I wanted to make this thing grow, I got to do this. And because I always looked up to you, I was like, and I was like, yeah, let's go, Killzone. I see how, well you're doing things and stuff. And like I said, you was monetized, got the super chat going. I was like, dang, like, and I wanted to get to that point. And I'm just glad that we developed that relationship, like all them podcasts that we did in the past. Um,
Hmm.
Even going back to, I remember the classic one, me, you, Breezy, we was talking about the Monique situation.
Oh
I
yeah,
Yeah, late at night, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, on Google Hangouts. I remember them days.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah, man.
I see how hard you be working, man, and keep it up, man. Like I said, bro, like we will meet in the future and stuff, cause and I appreciate you too respecting like my relationship as well. Like, I mean, I
Yeah,
got
man. Cause man, bro, I had like I just made it a mission, like kind of like O'Shea. I'm different. I date because see when I like I said I was exposed to that at a young
yeah,
age. Like
yeah,
I got into a fight over a white girl, you know, like doing some like I said some stuff I can't mention on this podcast, and as a teenager, like
yeah.
and it kind of it escalated to a fight. It was a racially motivated incident, and I had to end it off by like a dude was trying to violate me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I ended up knocking one of the dude's teeth out, but I never forget. That was when I found out. Like I felt like it's gonna be hard for me because I'm a black man. And it's gotten better since then. But this was in the '90s where it was kind of like it was still kind of taboo. Like
Hmm.
you saw it, but it was still like the '90s to early 2000s. Like it was kind of taboo. So now I'm at a whole different place in life, man, where
Yeah,
I'm open to who God got for me. So it's I have no business, no reason, no like the all like I feel like people that do that, man, they need to mind their own business because I know people, man, and even in my own family, like we got interracial relationships. And my grandmother is part Irish,
Yeah.
part Indian. You know what I'm saying? And black. All in one. So it's like I don't have like I got Puerto Ricans in my family. You
Mm-hmm.
know, uh, Kamora Lee Simmons is a distant relative by marriage. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't see the lens. I just see that the world we living in is different. And I see the world we live in. Some things haven't changed, but I feel like it's not up to me to judge, okay, why you now back in the day when I was younger, if it was a girl that I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And I still like it's a couple chicks, man, in the game that I wish that I was with, and I'd be like, damn, if I had my money right or whatever, and this dude over here, he over here messing it up. And then some days I'd be like, man, look, if I get the shot, man, I'm
Yeah.
taking it. Because but outside of that, it's not I'm never going to hate on nobody else relationships or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes I be trolling because it be little chicks and dudes be in my comments on Facebook, man, and I be having to get at them, and then they don't know me like that, so they want to play it. Then it becomes, oh, we gonna block Killzown and then whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, it's never that serious for me because
Yeah.
I learned, especially during this quarantine and dealing with family and stuff. I said, man, really, I don't really I be feeling like I want to be the boss of everything. And I feel like when I talk to like some of my exes, I'm like, I see where my problem was and where I went wrong. And I also see that, I was kind of battling with them myself because part of you, the man part of you wants to like take charge and make a decision, but the simp part of you has you like duplicitous in the mind because you've been taught this. So your brain,
Exactly.
the spirit
Conflicting.
is leading you one way, but
Yeah.
what you've been taught is been leading you another way. Then you in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do? So I had to just say, man, that I'm always support my brothers. Right, wrong, indifferent, whatever the case may be. And the fact that you fight like that's been what I always wanted. Like I wanted to like and I come from a loving family, a strict family, a sheltered family, but I
Yeah.
never like wanted for anything. Like that's why I got this killer instinct and this hustle in me now because my mama hustled, my grandmama hustled, my dad, even though
Exactly.
I'm not close to him,
Yeah.
hustled. Like it's in my DNA. I can't take it out. I
See,
can't,
but when I've been making like when I was be making jokes like when you're online and stuff, and I'm like, dang man, he be on here every single day. You need to take a break.
yeah,
I'm looking like
no,
I'm like sometimes I be looking like, man, does this young man gets tired? Like,
no, I do, but bro,
yeah,
like this week, bro, I've worked 7 days a week and still got
yeah,
on every day,
live stream,
like,
yeah,
yeah, like because I want it. And it's not just about me getting up on here flexing. Okay, yeah, I got the PS5, and here
yeah,
I got the Xbox, and we got all these games right here, bro. We just in here, we in here flexing. We gonna be in here just yeah. I got
yeah,
but it's not even about that no more because like I want to get this to provide generational wealth for my family,
exactly,
be able to help people like Cryro, like Charlie, and you know what I'm saying, like the people that support the people that support us and bring in because I see O'Shea doing it. I see um I see my boy Next Gen 720, he be doing it.
yeah,
My boy Hip Hop Gamer always did it. Like he wasn't as
yeah,
hands on, but like he always showed me love. And Andrea Renee, shout out to her, for having her husband finna have a child. So it's like, from the gate, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been surrounded by brothers and even, Torrance, my boy Andre,
yeah,
like all the people, man, that I came up with, man, and then especially like you, Breezy,
yeah,
uh Hayes, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that have been there for me over these last few years and ain't switched up on me. So it's like I really want to take us to the next level and be on that level of a O'Shea or Kevin Samuels. And then when outside opens back up, man, we have meetups with the fans. We
mm,
flying the fans out and we
yeah,
getting the fans, you know what I'm saying? We hanging with the family. I ain't gonna say a fan, but the family and supporters. So like with this show, man, I really want to like dive deep in. We was gonna
what
do
happened?
some of it, but I
Yeah,
really want to help y'all break this separational curse that is going on in Black America because I feel like a lot of the brothers that are in the middle. They not in the streets,
They in the middle.
but they
Yeah.
they they not as top tier is where they need to be academically, socially, or whatever. We got an opportunity instead of complaining about Pookies and Ray Rays, instead of um
All level stuff. Yeah.
downing women, blaming women. We need
Yeah.
to hold each other accountable. And I'm gonna share one more sim story. Like this was really where it kind of pushed me to my last relationship. And like I said, I thank God for my ex. I still love and respect her. We've been through it, but we realized that we wasn't ready for it. And who knows what the future may hold. But I had an experience, bro, with a chick, man. I was madly in love with 2018. My nose was wide open, bro. I'm talking about I had went to E3. I'm calling her. I'm calling you. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
we finna take it over. And so I'm calling everybody, man. I was trying to get my nephew, man. Shout out Sean Ferrari, 488 Music, ear drummers over there with Mike Will and everybody. So I'm trying to get him in. I'm calling y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling y'all, man, telling y'all, like trying to FaceTime. And I think this before you had the iPhone.
I think
Before you was on the Android, I was on the iPhone. I'm trying to call y'all to show y'all the inside. There wasn't no service. So I'm getting back to the hotel room, man. I'm calling her. I'm like, yo, I can't wait to see you.
yeah.
Whole time I get back, she was waiting on this dude to come in, right? And
Yeah.
they go and they kick it. And I kind of same similar situation to
I know.
you. Like we
Like,
had went out, we had went out and we went to like this spot called the African Palace here in St. Louis, like an African spot. And she had left and went out with a dude, and I forgot what I did afterwards. I think I had went out, but like, oh no, this was before I left, I think. And
okay.
then we came back. We had went out, me and all her and her friends and stuff like that, and you know, we had started linking up and all that, but she had told me she was in love with this dude who was married. And I put one and two together. I'm like, oh, so that's who you was with,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And
Yeah.
so, man, and I told the full story on my Patreon. So if y'all want to, all of that, like, it's on the Patreon, but it's like I was just like I was at a crossroads. And
Yeah.
then that's when I met somebody. I ain't gonna say their name because you know them, I know them. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that didn't work out because I started seeing some of the traits, but I didn't handle neither one of them situations together. But boy, I was simping. Boy, it was so good, bro. I was like all the way.
It,
I all the game just sucked out of me. I mean, well, damn,
yeah.
got
It, um, I was about to.
like like no,
Hey,
that was the wrong.
but, hey man, we might have to do a part two, but I'm about to.
Oh yeah, man. Go.
Yeah.
We gonna end this. We gonna put a pin in it. But that was like
Yeah.
the turning point for me to like, and then my last relationship, and
Yeah.
then beginning of 2020 and going into 2021, bro. I felt like you know, God was kind of was putting
But
me in position, and I was being tested. But like, I appreciate you, bro, for coming on, bro. Like, I feel like our hard work is really
I had
gonna
to.
pay off in 2021, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I had to come on, man. I know it's been hard and stuff because situation, time and stuff. But we getting there. As I'm getting situated too. Like I said, man, I really trust and love, respect you, man. So, like I said, if I said I was gonna do something, I was gonna try my best. Cause I know too. One time, I said I was gonna go to a podcast. I'm like, at least I owe you this, man. At least.
Oh
So
yeah, man. Like I said, we gonna get together because I want to keep
yeah,
this series, man, rolling. This is like the fourth show on the network.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
if we gotta pre-record them, because I know you back and forth for work, I'll be back and forth for work. We gotta re-record a couple of them and then
Mhm.
roll them out over on like on Sundays because I'm trying to keep them, lined up. The shows lined up. So you know what I'm saying. This is the first one, and we kind of broke a lot of bread and broke a lot of ground on this first episode.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoy, man. Link got to burn out, get back to the fam.
Yep.
I'm about to burn out and go take care of some business, man. But this is Tales from a Simp or Tales of a Simp, episode 1. And like I said, go ahead check out my boy CMW Hayes. You Ain't
Yeah.
Lying podcast for the fam 87 ETV, man. We got mashing on all platforms, and the video is out right now on the For the Fam 87 ETV page. Y'all make sure y'all follow YungLinkJr everywhere: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm gonna make sure when everything uploaded, we get everything put up. I've been getting away from that because I've been seeing that it kind of pulls your traction down a little bit when you link it up beforehand. So y'all make sure y'all check link out. And we're gonna be back, y'all. So once we work out the kinks and the schedule and everything and the topics, this was just kind of to kick it off and to get everything started. So we out, y'all. Peace.
Take care, man.
No, I say it from my chest. I rep the Midwest. Niggas be acting like they tough. We not into that. I front the liquor store, serving with the pack, eating a box of rice. No, I got the strap. But them old schools clean like a new ball. Standing tall like the arch, I ain't finna fall. Used to be on Hall Street, they used to race cars. Cops come speed off, we ain't getting caught. From an era where clout chasing meant you had power.